All right, we are delighted to have our guests join us from Hyderabad, the Gopi, HS Prannoy, and Parupalli Kashyap. But in our studios here in Delhi, we've also got an audience. So I want to start by asking them, how many of you play badminton? How often? If we could just have a show of hands before we get to our guests. That's pretty much all the audience members. All right, we'll give all of you opportunities to ask questions to our guests, but I'm going to go across to Hyderabad. Gopi, to you first. When you're not traveling with the players for tournaments, which is quite often these days, there are times when you don't watch the matches fully. There are times you don't talk to the players before big finals. Did you watch Srikanth's final fully, and did you speak to him before the final?
Well, I did both. I think before the final it was very simple in the sense eat well, rest well and stuff. But I think, yeah, we were all waiting for the match because I think it was a very important match and a very good match.
Okay, it was quite an emphatic win. There are two young gentlemen sitting on either side of you, Gopi, and they know Srikanth as well as you do. All of you all spend so much of time on and off the court. If I could ask Prannoy and Kashyap, tell us a little bit about your friend and teammate Srikanth, something that we don't know of. Kashyap, you could go first.
Okay, I'm almost 5 to 6 years senior to him, so
Yeah.
I don't really talk a lot with him. We just meet during training and then during the breakfast sessions and then during the next few sessions. Otherwise, there's nothing anything specific that I don't know about him or I know about him.
Okay.
I mean, one thing I can say is he's a very good competitor. I've learned a lot of things in my career from him and all the junior players who are younger to me, Prannoy, Samir.
Right.
It's the learning never stops throughout my career, and then I think I've learned a lot of things from him and from the other guys. They're setting a very good example for the future players to come and also for me to look forward to. If they're setting the standards very high.
Right.
So I think all credit to him. He's taken his opportunity and he's got a dream run going. I hope he continues until the World Championships in this form, and I hope he wins a medal there.
Right, that's what we're all going to keep our eyes out. And really, Srikanth doing so well and the rest of them doing so well means it's going to push all of you to do well. Prannoy, if there's something you would like to share with us about your friend, your teammate, Srikanth, who is on a sensational run.
Well, me and Srikanth, I think we know each other since last 6 to 7 years, and probably in the international circuit right now we share the rooms most of the places. So I think I would be knowing a little bit more than usual. I think
Right.
he's a guy who's very simple and keeps the things very simple. And I just feel there are a couple of qualities which I think which makes him a really good person, and I think as a sports person there is very less negativity around him, and
Okay.
I think after each losses I don't find him whining about the losses, and I think that is really helpful for me also in the room,
Right.
especially because you really need that positive vibes all around, because we are playing continuous tournaments all around the year, and I think
Okay.
1 or 2 losses here and there that should not really let our confidence down. So I think that's a great quality of him.
Okay. Prannoy, Gopi, Kashyap, stay with us. We spoke to Srikanth after that win. Here's what he had to say about his first win against Olympic champion Chen Long. Listen in.
I was very happy, I was really very excited, to win the second consecutive Super Series title. I just couldn't believe I did that. So I was just very happy, no words, I can't really express anything. It's just that I was very happy, that's it.
Srikanth, what has changed in your game since the Rio Olympics where you made it till the quarters? You've beaten the world number one twice in 14 days and beaten the Olympic champion.
I think, yeah, like I'm like I train every day to get better and better.
Okay.
So I think I really got so much better than what I was, than what I was playing in the Rio.
Hmm. Right. For a lot of tournaments these days, Gopi, of course, does not accompany you guys on tour. But you've got Indonesia's Mulyo Handoyo, who is a part of your coaching setup right now. How has that partnership worked out for you all?
He's actually training us in the for the last about 4 months already,
Right.
and I think his training is slowly, starting to help us. And if you actually see, all the men's singles players are doing really great. So I think his training is really helping us so much.
Well, those results are clearly showing. Gopi, we all know, is a very hard taskmaster. But Srikanth, now you've got two titles in the kitty back to back. Do you think you've earned yourself a cheat day? Maybe go a little easy on yourself or eat a little something that you really like eating, but you don't because you want to stay fit and you have a tournament to play?
Nothing much, I don't really like desserts so much.
Okay.
So yeah, it's nothing like that. I'm not really. I didn't really sacrifice so much, for the sport. So I don't really want to go back home and start eating ice cream or some desserts or something else. I really don't want to change my diet anything, because I really like what I'm eating now.
Okay. So whatever's working for you, Srikanth, let it just stay that way. Let's just put it that way. Your next tournament, of course, is going to be the World Championships in August. You're in great form. Everyone's going to be, like they do man marking in football. Everyone's going to be doing their homework for you. Do you see yourself finishing on the podium there at the World Championships?
Like, to be frank, I'm not really thinking too much about winning or losing. Like, I only want to train hard in the next 7-8 weeks, and then play well, enjoy playing there at the World Championships. That's it.
All right, Kidambi Srikanth there speaking to NDTV from Sydney after his Australian Open win against Chen Long. We'll get back to our guests who are joining us from Hyderabad, the Prannoy and Kashyap. Srikanth, as you heard, he says he doesn't have a cheat day. What about you guys? Either of you could answer that.
It's the same actually. As he said exactly that we don't feel like we're sacrificing anything
Okay.
because I have been with Gopi sir from the time he started coaching, and then he's told me so many times about the importance of diet and everything that it's become a routine now. And then and after a while I have really lost interest in eating a dessert or anything like that, and then there's no urge really to have something sweet or something
Okay.
something like that. We've just got used to our diets, and then I think we actually enjoy it a little more. Now if I eat something sweet, I really hate it actually.
Okay.
I feel like, oh my god, this is too sweet, or why is this tasting so weird? I mean, I've lost
Okay.
the sense of taste of this
Okay.
dessert thing. I mean, once in a while it happens, it's okay, but it's not something I'm really wanting to eat or something like that. I think
Okay.
all the men's singles players now, it's become so competitive that
Yeah.
even these kind of small things we have to take care of, to gain an
Absolutely.
edge over our opponents.
Okay. So, Gopi, that's what has happened to the guys. Now, if they eat something sweet, they think it's weird. But to you, really for you, for so many years, there's unparalleled success that you've given India. 2 Olympic medals, World Championship medals, and plenty of Super Series medals, Commonwealth Games, Asian Games medals. If you really had to pin it down, Gopi, to one moment, which has been the proudest one for you as a coach, which one would that be?
I think it'll be very difficult for me to pick that moment.
Okay.
I think each time it was special. When Kashyap won his first national level event, it was very, very special. When he won the Commonwealth, it was special. When Prannoy won his Youth Olympic medal, it was special. Both the Olympic medals of Saina and Sindhu were very special. It'll be very difficult because you live moment to moment, and at that moment, for that player and for the sport, it seems as though those are the biggest moments. Maybe when I finish my career, probably I could pick a point which could
Yeah.
be the defining moment. But honestly, I don't feel that way. I think every moment is very important. This win of Srikanth was important.
Yeah.
The previous win of Indonesia was important. Prannoy beating Chen Long in Indonesia was important. Sai winning Singapore was important. All of these are big moments, and each one is important. Kashyap winning the bronze in Delhi was important.
Yeah.
All of them. I think to pick one would be very, very difficult.
Fair enough. And there's a long distance that all of you have to cover. So we'll pick that when it's all done, which is not happening anytime soon. We'll let our audience now ask questions to Gopi and to the players. Let's start from here. You have a question? Go ahead.
So I have this question. It's very basic, and if any of you can answer that. But whenever we start playing in school at a very early level, we don't have good coaches. I mean, even they are like ये extracurricular है. जाओ पढ़ाई करो, उस पे ध्यान दो. आप medical की coaching लो, आप ये करो. So how did you guys like get out of that? I want to know that.
Valid question. Choosing between your books and your racket.
You can go, Prannoy.
I was lucky. My parents supported me. Also, मेरे पेरेंट्स को भी चाहिए था कि मैं इंजीनियर बनूं. तो मैं पढ़ाई भी कर रहा था और खेल भी रहा था. मगर parents were encouraging me to go and join the summer camp or something like that. So I'm very lucky that parents were really supportive. And हाँ, बस तो पढ़ाई करना है आपको. ऐसा नहीं कि पढ़ाई छोड़ के आप गेम खेल लोगे. तो पढ़ाई करके इसमें भी कुछ अच्छा करो, फिर बोलो पेरेंट्स को कि मुझे खेलना है.
Okay. Here's one question. This one's for Gopi, I think.
Even the same thing. Like,
Go ahead. Go ahead, Prannoy.
yeah, but I mean, for me, it was the same. Like, I think the parents needs to support you in a very, very big way.
Yeah.
And I think even I was studying really well till 10th, and it was a kind of a seesaw thing. Like, where should I go? Either to sports or either to studies. So the pact between me and my parents was, I will give you 2 years. You do whatever you want.
Okay.
If you feel that it's not working, then you come back and study, because because you can study anytime. So I said I can study anytime. If I come back after 2 years, I can study anytime, but I cannot play after that. So these are my 2 crucial years. So give me 2 years, and they happily gave me, and I'm really happy that I could really do something at that point of time, and then start playing professionally. So I
You
just
made
feel
the
you
most.
need to take a decision
Yeah.
at some point of your career.
Okay.
Yeah.
This question's for Gopi. Go ahead.
Hello everyone. My question is that at the later stages of the matches, like at 17 all and 18 all, how to get rid of the nerves and mentally focus on the game?
Well, I think one is the way you train is very important. You get into those situations which are important. But the amount of practice really helps you to ensure that you're mentally tough. There will be times when you will win a few, you will lose many matches as well. But at the end of the day, it's important that you are brave enough during that time, and not also think of winning and losing as very, very critical, because if you do that, then you're actually putting a lot more burden on your head. It's important to play sport like sport and give it the intensity which is needed, but it comes because you've practiced hard and you've practiced in the correct way.
Gopi, you've of course successfully coached so many of our players. We've got someone with us who coached you for a brief while when you were in the national camp and you were a teenager. He wants to say hi to you and has a message. Here he is.
Hello, I'm Surjit Singh, badminton coach, former national coach, and all the credit go to Gopichand because he has brought the badminton at the world level, and right now all the after the girls, all his players are at the top now, and they are stars, and they can become and reach at any level of the game. And when Gopichand used to play, he was under my guidance, junior. When he was junior, all the national camps he used to held in Delhi, and number of players has come through these camps. And even his wife, Lakshmi, also used to play under my guidance.
And he says that even back then there was nothing to complain about when Gopi was a teenager. We'll try and fit in one more question. This one is for the players about fan following. So go ahead.
Greetings to everyone. I would like to ask a question that how do you manage your fangirls? Like, is there any story behind any amusing story with a girl or something?
Not much. I mean,
How do you handle your fans?
There's no amusing story. There's no amusing story there. Yeah, sometimes we get some weird requests, but that's about it. All the fans have been really supportive. They're seeing so many good results in Indian badminton, and they're supporting us so well, and that's why the sport is gaining so much popularity. And I don't know whether Prannoy has some amusing stories. I'm not sure.
Prannoy, what's the nicest
I certainly
thing a
can
fan may have told you?
That's a tough question, but actually at this point of time I don't remember anything, but there have been a lot of things people keep saying, and there have been a lot of criticism also, not being so consistent enough. But I think I take it really because all those messages are really good for us, and it really pushes you more to try more in practice, and probably try more in the tournament. So and I'm just really lucky that now fans are really following the sport, and really want to see us all winning the tournaments, and they really want us, especially. I think a lot of requests come saying we need to see an All India men's singles final in Australia Open or an Indonesia Open. So I just feel it's really good that people are really wanting to see that.
Absolutely, that's encouraging, and it's results like the big results that you guys are producing, which is making fans want to watch more and more badminton. Big thank you to all our guests joining us from Hyderabad and our audience here in the studio, and all the very best to both of you and the rest of the badminton gang for your tournaments that are coming up. Thank you so much for joining us.